Extended classes can impersonate the type of object that they extend by using the cast conversion method. The converted object won't have any of the additional functionality of the extended object, but if it is later converted back into its true type, its methods will be available and the values of its properties will be maintained. The ability of objects to impersonate different types is known as polymorphism. Every object in C# extends the object class, so any object can be converted into the object type. Because every object can impersonate a different type, it can be said that every C# object is polymorphic. You will see how polymorphism works and why it can be useful in this lesson. To begin, open the StableBase project from your sample files folder and open the code behind file of horseadmin.aspx. Now add the following code to the page load event handler to extract the button add new horse control from the page. Control add new equals page dot master dot find control main content dot find control button add new horse. The find control method allows you to easily extract controls from a page. Because this page uses a master page, all of its controls are stored in the main content placeholder. The main content placeholder is held in the page.master.controls collection, but you can use the page.master.findControl method to extract it more easily. Master pages are covered in session 12 of the Essential Skills course. Note that although you are treating the add new object as a control object, this isn't its real type. It is only impersonating a control object. Add the following code on the next line to extract and display the real type of the add new object. Response dot write add new dot get type dot toString. Now test your code by viewing horseadmin.aspx in your web browser. The actual type of the add new object is displayed at the top of the page. It is in fact a system.web.ui.webcontrols.button object. All controls in ASP.NET extend the control class. Because the button class extends the control class, any button object can impersonate a control object. Close your web browser now and add a new line at the end of the page load event handler. Now type add new dot. The IntelliSense menu for the add new object appears. Try to find the text property in the IntelliSense menu. You'll notice that it isn't available. The control class doesn't have a text property, so you're unable to access it. To access the text property of the control, you will need to convert the object back into a button control. Remove the code that you just added and add the following code to convert the add new object into a button object. Button add new button equals button add new. This code uses the cast conversion method to convert the control object into its true type of button. Now add the following code on the next line. Add new button dot text equals new record. Now that you've converted the object into its true type, you're able to access its text property and change its value. Next, you're going to add some code to create a new text box control. Add the following code on the next line. Text box, new text box equals new text box, new text box dot text equals new record name. Now add the following code on the next line to place the new text box onto the page. Page dot master dot find control main content dot controls dot add begin brackets. The IntelliSense menu appears, showing that only control objects can be added to the controls collection. C# will automatically convert compatible objects to the type of the collection. In this case, we have a collection of control objects that we're going to add a text box object to. Because the text box class extends the control class, this will work without any problems. However, as you saw earlier, you will need to manually convert objects back into their extended types after removing them from a collection of polymorphic objects. Finish the line of code now with new text box. Note that this isn't the best way to add controls to a page using C# code. You're only doing this to better understand polymorphism. The best way to add controls to a page using C# is to use a placeholder control. You will do this in Lesson 7.1. View the page in your web browser now, and you can see that the text property of the button add new horse control has been changed, and your new text box control has appeared on the page. To display the text box control on the page, ASP.NET automatically extracted its control object from the controls collection, checked its type, and then converted the object back into the extended text box type. Close your web browser now, and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 5.3. Understand polymorphism.